Good morning, everyone. My name's Pauline O'Connell and I'm the Product Manager for the USA and Canada. So before we start, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to attend this webinar. And also at the end of the presentation, you'll have time to ask questions by typing them in the chat box on the right-hand side. So if I don't know the answers, then I'll find out the information for you later. Okay, so I thought I'd start with a summary of the presentation. Okay, so Venture Holidays offer Norwegian cruise line products for Alaska and Hawaii. Some of the new destinations for 2016 are Portland, Oregon and Charleston in South Carolina. I'll also give you some information on some of the other USA southern cities which are becoming very popular with the Australian market, such as Savannah, Memphis and Nashville, and I'll also touch on Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas. Also, any new products and highlights for 2016 for Honolulu, San Francisco and New York. Okay, so we offer a good selection of hotels ranging from 3 to 5 stars, local sightseeing tours in most cities, car hire, self-drive touring itineraries, coach touring throughout the USA and Canada, rail travel throughout Canada including Rocky Mountaineer and Via Rail, and NCL cruising. Some points to remember. CalypsoNet features a wider selection of hotels, sightseeing and coach touring than what's featured in a brochure. We also have access to extensive accommodation and touring beyond CalypsoNet. And also, if you don't see a hotel or tour you would like, please contact us, as in most cases we'll be able to book this for you. So just a bit on the cruising in Hawaii and Alaska. So we're using Norwegian Cruise Lines. So in Hawaii, the Pride of America, that departs Honolulu every Saturday year-round and cruises Hawaiian Islands for 7 nights. So it's a perfect way to experience the islands. With over 85 hours in port, there's plenty of time to explore. They also have a wide range of staterooms from inside ocean view balcony to multi-room suites. They are refurbishing the Pride of America, so it will go into dry dock from about the 20th of February to the end of March. Also for 2016, we're featuring Alaska cruising. So we feature two cruises in our new brochure, the Norwegian Sun, which goes from Vancouver to Anchorage via the Inside Passage and Glacier Bay for 8 days. This itinerary can be done in reverse and clients can also do the full loop. Also the Norwegian Pearl, that's from Seattle back to Seattle for 8 days, and that cruises to Juneau, Skagway, Glacier Bay, Victoria in British Columbia, and then back to Seattle. We also can sell any of the NCL cruises as well. Also, I thought I'd start on some new cities for Venture Holidays. So the first one is Portland in Oregon. So I thought I'd play just a short video so it will give you a good feel of the city. And we go. Let's go. Okay, so hopefully from that video you'll have seen that Portland is surrounded by some natural beauty, and it offers a quirky yet cosmopolitan city. It's a compact and walkable city too. It's eco-focused and known for its distinctive neighbourhoods, beautiful gardens, craft beer, indie music, great shopping and restaurants. The airport's only 9 miles northeast of downtown and connected by the Max Light Rail, so it's easy to get into the city in about 38 minutes. Portland also has tax-free shopping, so whether you are after a designer brand or just looking for a handcrafted souvenir, Portland has lots of shopping and all with zero sales tax, so it's a great shopping paradise. Portland also has more than 483 kilometres of bike lanes, paths and low traffic streets. So it's designed as bike boulevards, making it the perfect city to explore on two wheels. It also has lots of outdoor activities to suit everyone. So Portland is just an hour from Mount Hood, an hour and a half from the rugged Oregon coast, and within 45 minutes of the Columbia River Gorge National Scenic Area. So you can go snowboarding, windsurfing, hike or bike forest-lined trails without leaving the city. It also has a gorgeous Willamette Valley, which is less than 45 minutes outside of Portland, and this boasts more than 250 wineries, quaint towns, rolling farmland, and it's just beautiful for viewing, touring and wine tastings. It's also surrounded by fertile farmland and fresh produce and brimming with the country's most ambitious, talented and inspired chefs, so there's lots of good restaurants and food carts all around Portland. What we offer for Portland, we have some sightseeing by bike. We've got the Columbia Bike Tour. This is an easy level ride and goes for 5 hours. So your clients will depart Portland by vehicle. Then it's a 15-kilometre downhill bike ride, stopping at sightseeing attractions and taking short hikes. With this one, the tour travels on some of the roads as the cars do, the same roads, so traffic can become heavy at times. The other tour is the Downtown Bike Tour, which is an easy level again and goes for about 3 hours. So this tour uses the bike lanes and it rides along the waterfront, Old Town, Chinatown District, Pearl District, where warehouses have been turned into galleries, shops and restaurants. Now, some of the hotels that I've included, the first one's the Jupiter Hotel. Now, this is located in the Central East District, which is where I've just pointed, sort of in that area there. So this district is an old warehouse district where there's lots of like hip eateries, stylish storefronts, microbreweries, and lots of night spots. Plus, there's easy access to the river here, where there's lots of recreation. The hotel's about a 5-minute drive to downtown Portland, which is over here. So you have to cross over the Willamette River. It was a former motel, which is converted into like a trendy retro-style accommodation with 81 rooms. All of them have different sort of custom hand-painted murals featured in the rooms. So the hotel also has a lounge with live bands in this, and this area is what Portland is known for as well, for its indie music. So some of the rooms can be a bit noisy, but the ones we have are located on the quiet side. So the hotel is really more suitable for the modern traveller who wants a authentic Portland experience. The other hotel is the Benson Hotel, which is a 4-star, and this is located in the downtown area. It's a bit hard to see, but number 2 on the map where I've just pointed it. So it's close to restaurants, sightseeing, shopping, the performing arts area, the Pearl and Old Town China districts. So the Pearl's there and the Old Town Chinatown district there. So the Pearl district is about a 10 to 15 walk away from the hotel. And that's an old warehouse district with cobblestone streets, bars, restaurants. And then the Old Town and Chinatown is only about a 10-minute walk from the hotel. And that's Portland's original downtown, and it's got a bustling entertainment district, and it's home to the famous Portland Saturday Market. So that's a great area for exploring Portland. We also have like a coach tour it starts actually from Seattle along the Oregon coast to San Francisco, so people can have more time to enjoy the beautiful scenery of the Oregon coast. Now, another beautiful city that we're featuring this year is Charleston, South Carolina. So Charleston was recently voted as one of the top foodie destinations in the USA, and we've actually listed a few recommended restaurants that are in the brochure on page 59. Charleston is one of the oldest cities in America. So it was founded in 1670 and is defined by its cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and pastel pre-Civil War era houses. It is rich with old world culture, architecture, and is a stunning, charming, and historically quaint city. Some of the things to do in Charleston, Rainbow Row. This is located on East Bay Street, which is down around just where I'm pointing there. So this area was considered a slum in Charleston after the Civil War, but has been renovated in the early 1900s and given the Caribbean colours that are still seen today. The Old City Market, which is around here, this is one of the top things to do in Charleston, so it's a real must-see. So it's dating back to 1841, and the market features independent merchants selling their wares in an open-air setting, and the street is also lined with shops and restaurants. There's Folly Beach as well, and this is an eclectic beach community with lots of restaurants, shops, and gift shops and bars, and that's about 15 minutes from Charleston. King Street Shopping District, which is just around here, is sprinkled with great bars, restaurants, antique shops, fashion, interior design shops. Then there's Museum Mile, which is highlighted in yellow, and this is a great street to stroll along because it's just some beautiful old historic houses, parks, and museums. The hotels that we feature, the first one, the Charleston Marriott, which is a 3-star, that is about a 10-minute drive to the old city, and the hotel has a free shuttle to take to the historic area of Charlton. Also, the Francis Marion Hotel is a 4-star. This hotel is right on King Street, so it's right in the historic area, and it's really close to some of the best restaurants and shoppings. We've got self-driving itineraries and also coach touring that feature Charleston. So with the self-drive tour, people actually don't have to take the whole tour. If they want to, they can just pick out pieces and we can put it together for them. But the South is becoming really popular in the Australian market, so the coach tours are a good way to see all the area. Okay, so Savannah is another beautiful southern city that we feature. So Savannah is a coastal city in Georgia, and it's separated from South Carolina by the Savannah River. It's also a historic but hip, classic but cool city, and it's a unique city to visit, and it's rich in history, beauty, and old southern charm. It's a little bit different to Charleston, as it's more park-like squares in the town, and they've got their own character and history, horse-drawn carriages and ornate antebellum architecture, and it's a very pedestrian-friendly layout, so it's easy to go walking in Savannah. It's full of history, and you can literally walk through 4 centuries of American history. And it also has a thriving community of artists and musicians with many galleries, museums, and live performances. And it's also one of America's most haunted cities. Also, it's famous for southern cuisine, so it offers some of the world's freshest seafood, which is not to be missed. Okay, just a map on Savannah. The 2 hotels that we have in the brochure, the Marriott is featured over, the Bryce Hotel is featured around this section, and then the Courtyard by Marriott is over in this section. So they're all actually located in the downtown Savannah district. The historic district is one of the most beautiful parts of Savannah. It's got cobblestone streets, beautiful gardens, oak-shaded parks, and they have the trees of like drizzling with the silvery Spanish moss. River Street, which is around here, is filled with century-old buildings, and they were once like warehouses converted to antique shops, boutiques, galleries, pubs, restaurants, night spots, and beautiful hotels. The City Market, which is over this area, is a hub of all activity downtown. So it's situated in the 4 blocks between Ellis and Frankston Squares near the river, and that has casual and upscale restaurants, cafes, art galleries, and all kinds of shops and boutiques, and a lively night scene. So the 2 hotels, sorry, I just quickly mentioned them before. So it was the Best Western plus Savannah, is a 3-star hotel, and then the Bryce, the Kimpton Hotel. And the Kimpton Hotel is actually has been transformed from one of the most historic buildings in Savannah. Outside you've got the antebellum southern architecture, and then inside the rooms are a stylish blend of vintage and new. So this hotel is only 1 block from River Street and 9 blocks from the city market. So the hotels are both in like good areas for exploring the area. And again, we have like self-driving itineraries and coach tours that include Savannah. Then on to Memphis. So Memphis is located along the Mississippi River in the southwest Tennessee, and it's known for music, food, blues, jazz, and rock and roll. So the hotels that we feature are Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel, which is a 3-star, and the Peabody Memphis. Elvis Presley Heartbreak Hotel is actually closing at the end of September, and they're building a new hotel which will be called Guest House at Gracelands. So that's expected to open around the same time as the Heartbreak Hotel closes. Graceland, we also have like touring available for Graceland, which most people going to Memphis are going to want to go there. Graceland is also about a 12 to 15-minute drive from downtown Memphis. So if you're staying more than 2 nights in Memphis, it's probably better to stay downtown, as there's more to do in the area. Bill Street is located downtown, and this is where all the clubs and restaurants and the life of Memphis is located. Again, we've got self-drive touring and coach touring that can include Memphis. Then on to Nashville. So Nashville's the Music City, USA, and country and music mecca. It's also a really interesting city to visit. I went to have a look at it a few years ago, and it's really lovely. Even though I'm not like a huge country music fan, it's just an interesting place. It's about 4-hour drive from Memphis, and if you're driving, you can travel along the Tennessee Music Highway, which has lots of rock and roll and music attractions along the way, because the area sort of promotes the history of music, but also the music of the artists of today. The hotels in our brochure are the Holiday Inn Express Nashville Downtown, which is 3-star, and the Sheraton Nashville Downtown. The hotels are located like in the downtown area, and I think it's best if you're staying in that area for Nashville, because then you can easily walk to some of the night venues and also all the other attractions in Nashville, especially if you don't have a car. We also sell the Nashville Music Attraction Pass. So this gives your clients entry into the 4 popular Nashville attractions, including the Country Music Hall of Fame, Studio B, Ryman Auditorium, and the Johnny Cash Museum. So if they're going to Nashville, they'll want to go to all those places. Again, self-drive touring and coach touring can take in those places. So I just thought I'd touch on Dallas as well. So Dallas is a really great city to visit. Like, it's got 14 unique entertainment districts with restaurants, performing arts venues, great museum, and world-class shopping. So some of the districts are like the Dallas Arts District. So Dallas has actually got the best art scene in the USA. Deep Ellum is a former industrial area east of downtown. Now it's the city's headquarters for live music. The Design District, so it's got art galleries, famous interior design studios, showrooms, restaurants, and nightlife. Uptown and downtown, this is the area that I would stay in if I was going to Dallas, and that's where our hotels are located in downtown. That's got the flagship Neiman Marcus department store. There's a free trolley that can take you from one end of Uptown to the Dallas Arts District, and there's lots of restaurants, bars, and attractions. The West End, which you can actually walk to from the downtown Uptown area, is very close, is a historic district, and that's got the 6th floor museum, and that's where you can learn about the assassination of John F. Kennedy. It also has shops like where you can get cowboy boots and hats at the Wild Bill's Western store. So, as I said, the hotels are the Hotel Indigo Dallas and also the Omni Dallas for a 4.5 store. So they're easy access to the touring of downtown Dallas. But there's also all the different districts, which a lot of people don't know about, but it's a really interesting and good place to visit for a couple of nights. Also, if you want more of a cowboy experience, Fort Worth is a city of cowboys and culture, and the best place in the USA for a truly Texan experience. Here, Americans' Western heritage is showcased everywhere you go. So the hotel we feature is the Hilton Fort Worth, and it's a 3-star. So this hotel is within walking distance. It's quite close to Sundance Square, and this is a lively downtown area district with 35 walkable blocks of shopping, dining, music, theatre, and nightlife. Also, Fort Worth has the Stockyards National Historic District, and here they have a cattle drive daily, or you can have a drink like in a Western saloon, shop for a cowboy hat or handmade boots. And there's also the Fort Worth Cultural District, which has 5 internationally recognised museums in a beautiful park-like setting. There's also a self-drive Texas tour, so it actually gives you an idea of what there is in Texas, because all the cities are different, and it's really easy to drive around Texas. You can start the self-drive touring from Dallas or from Houston, and you can just pick out parts of the itinerary if you wish. Then on to some other new products and highlights that we have. For Honolulu, we have a new hotel, so we've got the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach Resort. So this hotel has been recently renovated and is located on Kalakaua Avenue. So it's right across from the beach, so there's no buildings in front of it, just the road. So it's a great location. It's got lovely light modern decor, large rooms with king or 2 queen beds. There's also a farmer's market in the lower courtyard and Camp Hyatt for kids. Waikele Outlets, we're now doing like the transfers to the outlets there, so that's the only one on Waikiki. As you probably know, most hotels have resort fees in Hawaii, but some of them that don't are Coconut Waikiki Hotel, the Shoreline Hotel Waikiki, and the Waikiki Park Hotel. Shoreline's a boutique hotel, and it's really beautiful. It's not on the beach, it's a few blocks back, but it's a lovely little boutique-ish hotel. Waikiki Park was going to close this year for renovations, but now they're open till the end of 2017. So that's a lovely hotel as well. San Francisco, just a couple of new hotels, the Vertigo, which is like a quirky hotel based on Alfred Hitchcock's movie Vertigo. So it's a balance of modern and classic sort of location. Hotel Zephyr, which is in Fisherman's Wharf, and that's a great location down there. That's recently been renovated. Also the Handlery, it's not new, but I just wanted to mention it because it's a great hotel. Australians love it, and location is fantastic. Fog Cutters Tour with Alcatraz. It's a bit of a different sort of tour. It takes you to off the beaten track places in an open top vehicle, and also afterwards you can explore Alcatraz on your own. The Wines of Napa and Sonoma. Now we have the opportunity, people can take a coach tour and stay overnight so they can spend more time in the wine area. New York, a new hotel for us is the Metro Hotel, and it's a 3-star hotel. It's more of a classic style hotel. Only a couple of minutes walk from the Macy's department store, so it's in the fashion garment district. So it's also close to the Empire State Building, about a 15-minute walk to Times Square. So it's a good hotel and location. New York Edition, if your clients want something a little bit better, more upmarket, it's a beautiful hotel located opposite Madison Square Park. So the rooms are gorgeous. It's very stylish and good sized room. It's right near the Flatiron District, which is a great area to walk around. I just want to mention the Beacon Hotel too. That's Upper West. That's a beautiful hotel with the rooms have kitchen facilities. It's in a more residential area, but there's still lots of shopping and restaurants around there. And it's really popular on the Australian market, and Australians love it. New tours, best way to see New York is walking. So the Flatiron Food History and Walking Tour. They also have a Brooklyn tour, and we now have like a Niagara Falls, which stays overnight. You can travel by bus. Also, remember that we sell Canada. And what we have in the brochure is only like a really small selection. We can really do whatever your clients want. It's really easy for your clients to get around Canada by themselves, either by bus transfer, train, or driving themselves. And we can put together itineraries which will make it really simple for them. So if they don't want to do a big coach tour, getting around is really easy, and we can put it together easily for you. So we sell hotels, sightseeing, coach tours, rail travel, special experiences like the bear and wildlife viewing, including the polar bears and beluga whales in Churchill. So any package that your clients would like, we should be able to put together for you. And remember, winter tour in Canada is spectacular, like travelling by train, and you wake up to the magnificent views of snow-covered mountains and frozen lakes. Like, there's nothing that beats that experience. So unfortunately, we weren't sort of able to spend more time on Canada, but because the Canadian corroboree is in Australia at the moment, hopefully you have either been or you can visit it. So that's all for this morning. So if you have any questions, you can please type them in the chat box, and I'll be happy to answer them. And then also, just to remind you, we've got all the other products as well, like Hong Kong, Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, Fiji, Dubai, UK and Europe and Africa. Also GSAs for Acacia Africa, Fairs Travel, and China Links Travel. And there's the details there too. If you have any questions afterwards at all, I'm happy. You can always just email me and I'm happy to answer them for you. So if anyone has any questions, if you want to type them in the little chat box. No? Okay. Well, if look, please email me anytime. So my name's Pauline O'Connell, and that you can send the email to mail@ventureholidays.com.au and it will get passed on to me, or give me a call anytime as well. Okay, thank you for attending.